Hello, my dear hearty. Welcome to episode 22 of the My Heart and Mind podcast. Today I'm going to tell you about my relaxamation technique. It is a blend of all the best bits of meditation, guided relaxation, mindfulness and positive affirmations. I am excited to tell you about what a relaxamation is and how it can help you. I'll be including relaxamations into my regular mix of podcast episodes so you can gain the benefit at any time that you like. And I really hope you find this interesting. I look forward to hearing any feedback because this is something new for me and I will be interested to hear what you think.
Hello and welcome to the My Heart and Mind podcast, where it's all about creating the feel-good mindset so you can make the most of every moment and reap the benefits of getting the most happiness out of life. And now, over to your host, Sally Crawley.
I'm Sally Crawley, a heart attack and breast cancer warrior who loves cats, coffee and cars. Together we're going to explore the art of living happy after a cardiac heart trauma. My show is about helping you to get your emotional power back, to gain control of your life, your mind and your body. After a heart attack, heart surgery, or when living with heart disease, it's not just your physical body that has life-altering changes and needs rehabilitation. Your emotions, your life and your world can be in turmoil too. I will help you focus on and influence your mindset, your thoughts and feelings, so you can feel good now. It's about supporting you to make the lifestyle changes that will allow you to reduce your risk factors and love the life you live. My disclaimer though, in brief, if you have any concerns about your health or your heart, then get expert medical advice immediately. If you're thinking about making any major changes in your life, also check with your doctor. My work is not intended to replace conventional medicine, it is purely complementary. Having a heart attack, heart surgery, cardiac arrest, when living with AFib or heart failure and heart disease, etc., it's not just the body that is damaged and needs repairing. The psychological impact is massive and life becomes a roller coaster of ups, downs and unknowns. It is a shock to the system and can be very traumatic. By incorporating relaxamations into your life, you will relearn the art of relaxation, improve your sleep, reduce stress, feel positive, improve your self-talk and sense of well-being. You'll be also able to have the opportunity to get to know yourself better and review your thoughts and feelings relating to the chosen affirmation. But first, I want to tell you how I have discovered the process. After discharge from Papworth Hospital in 2016, I was a hot mess. I left hospital with my bag of meds, I had my leg in a plaster cast, I was in a wheelchair and I'd had a heart attack that took me 3 days to realise it wasn't just indigestion. I sat at home crying for no reason at all, feeling lost, confused, and I was at an all-time low. I couldn't even look after myself and I felt I had no structure or purpose of being. And I even found myself thinking that I wished I hadn't survived the heart attack. Not suicidal, but I just couldn't see the point. Sometimes you have to hit rock bottom to push back up, and this is where the concept of relaxamation started for me. Not that I'd coined the name for it then, but I started to apply it to myself and my life. I decided to start putting some structure in my day and listed a few things that I could do and planned around them the resting, sleeping, watching TV and reading books that I needed to do too. I decided that I would start meditating daily, only for a short time, but with regularity. Like many people, I found it difficult to keep my mind without thoughts of the past and the future, so I decided that I'd build in some affirmations to keep me focused. I chose 3, all based around being lucky. Why being lucky? Well, that's a story for another podcast, but in essence, I really do believe I am lucky. I was indeed lucky in more ways than one in this case. It was because of my experience of positive psychology, I could implement the techniques in my toolkit. So what is this relaxamation all about? It's normal to feel stressed sometimes, but if your stress builds up or it continues for a period of time, you might carry the tension in your muscles. You may feel this tension and have it there, but not actually even realise it. So each of my sessions starts with a short discussion to set the context for the relaxamation. I'll talk about how the session can help in the way that you might be experiencing the world at the moment and the intention of the session. I'll then move to the relaxamation itself. It's important to note that from this point forward, actually when you're listening to the relaxamation, not now, you should only listen to me in a safe and relaxed space. Do not drive, operate machinery, or be on a running machine. Please keep yourself safe. One way to relieve muscle tension is to progressively release your muscles by focusing on them and using your imagination to experience the muscle relaxing. I will guide you through this process at the beginning of the session. It is similar to a technique called Jacobson's relaxation technique. It's also known as progressive muscle relaxation, PMR. My goal is to guide you to release tension from your muscles and keep your mind focused in the now and yourself. This helps teach your mind and your body how to relax again, especially if it's practiced regularly. Unfortunately, when we go through a serious trauma or an unexpected shock, we can actually be so uptight and so tense that we actually forget how to be relaxed. This technique may help you manage the physical effects of stress, and there is some research that shows that progressive muscle relaxation can also have therapeutic benefits for high blood pressure, migraines and sleep issues. Once you're feeling relaxed and calm, I'll guide you to a state that prepares you to take on board the next part of the session. This following section is blended meditation, visualization and affirmation. Meditation is something everyone can do to improve their mental and emotional health. Stan Chapman, PhD, a psychologist in the Centre for Pain Management at Emory Healthcare in Atlanta, says, "The soothing power of repetition is the heart of all meditation. Focusing on the breath, ignoring thoughts, and repeating a word or a phrase, a mantra, creates the biological response of relaxation." So what are the benefits of meditation? So let me go through a list of things. It can reduce stress and regulate your mood. It increases your sense of well-being. It increases your sense of connectedness to the people and the world around you. It improves focus, helps you find flow, and can make you feel more creative. It improves memory and your decision-making ability too. There's evidence to show it does improve cardiovascular health, enhances your immune system, and can reduce physical and emotional pain. Why would you not want to practice meditation with all those great upsides? To make your meditation even more effective, I have also added in some positive affirmations. These are kind of your mantra, let's say. Positive affirmations are easy to define as they are to practice. They are positive phrases used to challenge negative or unhelpful thoughts. You can use positive affirmations to motivate yourself, encourage positive change, or boost your self-esteem. If you find yourself getting caught up in negative self-talk, that inner chatter that we do that doesn't serve us well, positive affirmations can help to create changes in these often unconscious patterns of thought and replace them with more helpful and empowering narratives. Practicing positive affirmations can be extremely simple, and all you need to do is pick a phrase and repeat it to yourself. It sounds so simple, and yet there is science behind them, but it's not magic. Positive affirmations need to be practiced regularly to make lasting long-term change to how you think and feel. And here's some interesting research examples that I found on Google. Self-affirmations have been shown to decrease health-deteriorating stress. That was Sherman et al. In 2009 and Critcher and Dunning in 2015. Self-affirmations have been used effectively in interventions that led people to increase their physical behaviour. Cook et al. In 2014. And affirmations also, it says in research, says that they may help us to perceive otherwise threatening messages with less resistance, including interventions. That was Logal and Cohen in 2012. The list goes on. There are very, very, very much of research that is available. I'll add some into the show notes. And that brings us to the end of the relaxamation session. I will, of course, ensure that you are wide awake, bushy-tailed before wrapping the session up and saying goodbye. But before I do, though, at the end, I'll give you 3 affirmations to use, should you wish to, that is, in the following days after the original publishing of the episode. You won't have to remember them, as I'll also include them in the show notes so you can refer to them later. But no, it doesn't finish there, as I know that there are a number of people that like to dive in a little deeper, so I will also include some self-reflected questions. These questions will help you in getting real with yourself. Asking perhaps hard questions is one of the best ways to learn more about yourself. This may seem trivial, but knowing yourself on a deeper level is incredibly powerful. You'll be more connected with yourself, be able to make more authentic decisions, and be confident in the choices you're making because you know that they align with all of your beliefs, goals, and values. Again, you'll find these questions in the show notes, so you won't have to try to remember them. And that, my friend, that's what my relaxamation sessions are all about. Have I piqued your interest? Do you want to try one? If so, make sure you subscribe to my podcast if you're using Apple Podcasts, or make a note in your diary, as there will be my first relaxamation available tomorrow. This is for you to listen to, and I'd love to hear any feedback you might have. What could get in your way of using affirmations throughout the following days? Well, some of the thoughts and challenges that you might have in your mind would be, perhaps, I don't have time. Well, there's no need to make time, but just build them into your existing routine. When you clean your teeth in the morning and at night, perhaps while cooking, driving the car, hoovering or washing up, maybe as part of the breathwork routine or as a meditation in itself like I did. Just say them over and over again. Another thought would be, I won't remember to do it. Well, I use post-it notes or scraps of paper and a bit of sellotape maybe. Stick a reminder in the places that you want to remember to say them. The other thing I've done is actually to set a reminder on my phone. And you can actually name on an iPhone your reminder, which would often be my affirmation. And the other one is, as I said, to remember what the affirmations are. You could be saying to yourself, I won't remember. So you could write them in your journal or do as I do, which is in notes on your phone or as in the reminder on my phone anyway. So there are a few things that might get in your way of using affirmations, but we're at the end of the show now, so I just want to give you a quick recap of what we've covered and what a relaxamation session is all about. So the first part will be a discussion where I welcome you to the show and I'll talk about the chosen affirmation and what the affirmation will be about. So, how after today you will have, be or do perhaps. Then there'll be a 20 to 30 minute guided relaxation meditation around a positive affirmation that is different each time we do a recording. Your ideas are always welcome, so please just drop me a line if you've got some affirmations that you'd like us to do some work around. Thirdly, the affirmation can be used throughout the days and the weeks to strengthen the work from the session. You'll be able to find what your affirmations are in the show notes. And fourth, a set of reflection questions to delve a little deeper and to get to know yourself a little better. These can be used for journaling, during meditation, or just give yourself a few moments to consider them. So that, my friends, wraps it up for today. Thank you so much for listening. I do, as always, hope that you get at least one thing from this episode. And as I've said many times before, there are so many episodes out there. I feel honoured that you're choosing to spend time with me. So if you'd like to leave a comment, rate or review my podcast, that would be absolutely superb. Thank you so much. And I look forward to catching you up next week when I think I'm going to be doing another episode around fatigue. So I hope you'll be looking forward to that. Until then, the beat goes on, one moment at a time, and I'll speak to you again real soon. Until then, bye-bye for now.
You've been listening to Sally Crawley and the My Heart and Mind podcast, a show for you if you've had a heart attack, cardiac event, or other life-changing experience and want to feel good. It's all about mastering your feelings and emotions so you can feel great and live the life you love. To find out more, visit www.myheartandmind.co.uk and note that that's an AND and not the ampersand character. Go be magnificent.